Hello, everyone, again. Tyler, Massage AME. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Yeah, I think the first thing I have to tell everybody right now is, in case you hadn't noticed, this is a closet space. I've been confined to that because it's the quietest space in the house that I can find right now to do recordings. So, yeah, if this seems odd to you, well, that's the reason why. I'm in a closet for a good reason, just so I can bring you more content uninterrupted, undisturbed. So you're welcome. Well, yeah, uh, the main topic of this video is going to be the topic of silence. But I did a video. Let's see, about a month ago, I think, and I just off the cuff looked up some massage ads on Craigslist because I always heard that you should stay away from Craigslist when it comes to seeking massage therapists, massage therapy, whatever. And if you are getting into the field of being a massage therapist, you wanted to not find your clientele there, to be more specific. And I always wondered why. 13 years later of being a massage therapist, I never bothered to actually look up the reason for that. So I did. Excuse me. And I found some pretty questionable things out there. So I could see why, I was always told steer clear of Craigslist. So I'm going to give you a few here again questionable massage ads that I have seen out there. Um, hey, this one right off the bat gives you a pretty interesting image, a photo of some kind here, and it's of a woman, posed in an interesting position. I'll just put it that way. And they have to make sure that you are clear that this is a nice, discreet, private location. So I think I've learned that if you see those sorts of words listed, yeah, you might want to watch out for that. Here's another one. Let's check this out. Okay. It's a decent photo, but it comes across well in that way, Know what I'm saying? Let's see. But it looks like it might be legitimate. Okay. All right. I won't dig into that one any deeper. No pun intended. Wait a minute. Here we go. Let's check this out. Mm, no, no, never mind. That one seems legit too. I was surprised to find there are legitimate ones on here, but like I said, back in the day, I was always told just stay away from this stuff. And he seems like he's a nice guy. This one, he has a dog and everything. Let's see. And sometimes when they have to like specifically list their gender, that can be a red flag too. I've seen things like in local um, magazines as well, you know, advertisements. They use words like tantric, sensual, things like that. Um, this one is actually asking for a photo. Like once you take a selfie, send a picture. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go there. Yeah, this is like one of those ones that lists, they're a female. I don't know. Maybe they do it for protection reasons. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we got here? See, I keep seeing something circulating here. It has the same title, a relaxing full body massage. Uses the same emojis and everything, just a different picture. Ooh, oh, now I get it. I see what they're aiming at. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. There we go. 100% unrushed. Nice. There's the guy with the dog again. Like I said, he seems legit. Hmm. Watch out for people who claim to be the best too. I mean, hey, You gotta have somewhat of an ego if you wanna get into this business, I guess. But, yeah, energy workers can be kinda sketchy, although I'm sure there's legit practices, but hey, I've been at this a long time, so I think I can speak on this sort of thing. Again, with the new therapist thing, same emojis. Hmm, I don't know. I remember last time I did this, I found some ones that were, like, very, out there, just ones that I would've steered clear from. Like, I remember even one saying, something about shockingly young Asian girls. Oh, oh, here we go. Okay. These are all, like, young girls, and they're all posed in some flirtatious, uh, you know, some sort of flirtatious pose in the picture. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But, this one has hearts on it. They have an interesting code name that I probably shouldn't, divulge here. Uh, oh, yeah, there we go. Discrete location, just in case you need to know that. Pretty sure that, qualifies them, right? Uh, another well, alleged new therapist. Feel better and leave happy. Hmm. Feel like a king and a queen, huh? Oh, alright. Mhm. Yeah, no, there's always, like I was saying earlier, some code words to look for. Um, so yeah, that might lead you on to what kind of thing you're getting yourself into. All right. Well, I think we had enough of that for a while, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. But I always have fun with that. I look every now and then just to see what's out there, you know, um, because I find it fun. And like I said, 13 years in the business, and you get to know people in a whole different way. And um, when you're in a massage as a therapist, people open up to you. They really do. They start talking to you about their whole life story. And um, I think sometimes a massage therapist can get to know a person better than their close family or friends. It's a very strange dynamic. So, but there's not a lot that really shocks you. When you've been in the business, I think after maybe 5 years or so. Um, and yes, I have had some colleagues, well, if you want to call them that, who were up to some questionable things, but they always get found out one way or another. It's sad that that kind of thing happens because massage therapy, it's taken many many years for it to be recognized as a legitimate practice and uh, to be respectable. So it is sad to still see that things like that happen. But the main topic, though, speaking of massage therapy, not everybody wants to talk during a session. Some people just like it to be absolutely silent. And what can I say about silence? There's something I found recently. It's a saying that goes, if you can't add to the silence of the desert, don't say anything, or something to that effect. I may be um, wording that in a different way. So it's not the I may not be doing it justice, what I'm trying to say, if that is the wrong way to say it, but that's the gist of it, okay? And I can already, think to myself how many times I may have violated that adage already. But I was thinking about that a lot. If you don't, or if you can't add to the silence of the desert, don't say anything. And don't quote me on this, but I believe it's an Arabic saying, and I found it to be very beautiful, very poetic. And during a massage session, someone who may not prefer to talk just prefers the silence of the session, save maybe the music in the background. But the point is, you're not talking to each other in this hour, half hour, possibly even 2 hour, um, and you're not distracted by your devices, whether that be their smartphone, the watch, a computer, whatever. Just you and this person in that moment for whatever period of time. And have you ever really just taken the time, ever in your life, or even just lately, to just allow yourself to truly be in utter silence? It makes some people uncomfortable. I happen to think it's a wonderful thing. It, in my mind, helps me collect my thoughts, helps my mind wander. Also, it can help me just turn it off too. It's so important to learn how to just turn off the brain. We live in a society where there's just so much going on, something that's constantly there to stimulate you, and you just got to learn to just tune all that out every now and then. Just shut it all off. Allow yourself to sit there in silence. You don't need to thumb through your social media. It'll still be there. You don't need to catch up on the latest gossip. It is just a lot of noise. Noise, noise, noise. And I think we have shut out a part of ourselves because we don't let ourselves have that opportunity as much as we used to just sit in silence, allowing yourself to just be for a while. There could be a piece of you, an ancient piece of you, crying for attention, something spiritual perhaps. Maybe there's a force out there that you're disconnected from because of all the noise from the technology, all the noise from the devices, all the different things that we are constantly assaulted with on our eyes, on our ears. I don't know if human beings were ever meant to live in a society like this. And I'm not trying to get too metaphysical here, but I can't help it. I have to think about the silence thing. Maybe people who are uncomfortable with silence, and I'm not trying to be disparaging, but maybe they just have too much drama in their life. If silence makes you uncomfortable, maybe you like drama, you know? Not saying that with 100% certainty. I'm sure there's some kind of phobia out there where people are just afraid of silence. Which I wonder, by the way, what is the fear of silence? Is there such a thing? Let's check it out. Let's see. Fear of silence. And if I don't even know if I'm saying this right, but it says sedatophobia, an intense fear and panic related to the lack of noise. Oh no, yeah, it's a real psychological thing. Um, I wonder why though. What is it that causes somebody to get to that point? I'm sure there's possibly childhood issues associated with that. I don't know if it can be classified as anything congenital, but maybe some kind of PTSD. I don't know. But it gets back to the importance of learning how to allow silence into your life and not being afraid of it. I mean, if it truly is a clinical condition, then you have to seek out a professional. Um, if you find it to be a crippling condition, maybe it is for some, right? But I know I've encountered a number of people who they don't seem to they don't seem comfortable with a room being quiet. You know, maybe there's three or four people just sitting there, and they have to come in and make a bunch of noise, right? They have to disturb that silence there, that peace. Maybe those three or four people probably could have thought in that moment of just it was just peaceful, and then boom, somebody has to come in there. Just you know, it's like a manic episode. But why do you need to be constantly you know in actively engaged in some type of device? Why do you need to be an active noise all the time? Why do you have to say something all the time? Sometimes you just gotta let it be. Just enjoy that moment of peace. We used to say to ourselves, a moment of silence. I don't know, do we still really do that anymore? Like taking a moment of silence for reflection? Maybe religious folks still do. They take a moment to just, reflect on themselves and what they believe in. Uh, and there might be memorial services out there, they still do that. Just take a moment of silence in memory of, you know? And, um, I have to ask, what is the worst that can happen being in silence? And again, I'm not referring to anybody who may actually have a clinical condition, but what is it about silence that disturbs some people out there, or why they can't seem to handle it? I do have to wonder. I already mentioned some people, maybe it's just too much drama in their lives and it's how they cope with it, you know? They can't stand the silence, kind of freaks them out. Maybe they think, maybe they just find it awkward, It's possible too. They just find it awkward to be in silence. Maybe it makes them wonder what the other person is thinking. So they have to feel like they have to spark up a conversation. Maybe they feel like they're being judged, by the other person. I don't know. Or what about just being by yourself? Or do you have to take out that device in your pocket that connects you to thousands, possibly millions of people all around the world? How many videos can you watch of cats? How many videos can you watch of somebody doing some kind of new dance? How many videos can you watch of somebody in the nude? How many different challenges do you need to be exposed to? We all live these very interesting vicarious lifestyles via these smartphones. We like to watch things at a distance, you know? Has this society become that thrilled with voyeurism? You know? Do do we have to live life secondhand, watching other people do things? Now there's a thought for you. Are you really living life right now? Or are you living secondhand? You know, There's a saying, keeping up with the Joneses. And people used to compare their life to their neighbors. Well, we do that now on a much grander scale, if you think about it. We see what people are doing on social media, see how great their lives seem to be. Don't think they have all the answers, though. They really don't. And I think actually that's one of the reasons why I got turned off to social media. Yeah, I do this YouTube thing. It's mostly for myself, I will admit. And but if anybody else, is intrigued by it and gets anything out of it, I'm happy for them. But it's really more for myself, believe it or not. And but I did find that social media business was just it's causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of depression, and it certainly had those effects on me. You know, you just you just got to go out there and live your own life, man. That's really just what it comes down to. So maybe just put down that phone, right? Like I said, allow yourself to have some silence every now and then. You might be surprised what you learn about yourself. You might be surprised. Go do something. Go go live your life, right? And so after watching this video, maybe you'll do just that. Go take a moment of silence somewhere. And one last thing I wanted to bring up was I have written more courses for all you massage therapists out there. And if you are in Arizona, you plan to be in Arizona, and you want to take some courses, some continuing education from me, by all means, contact me and we can see if we can set something up. Um, I've been I have a few dates coming up within the next couple of months, but I'm planning on doing some more things later this year too. There's just a lot of things that are going on in between. You have to write the material, then you have to get it approved, and so on and so forth. It's just it's always a to do. So, but good things are coming, and again, I hope you found something edifying about this video, something beneficial. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about that. Um, Something else I'm planning on doing lately, and maybe I'll, you know, show you guys a bit more about that when the time comes. But I'm gonna work on making some sourdough bread. Excuse me. Yeah, I want to make some. Actually, try and do it. Sourdough bread has always been my favorite of all breads, and I'm gonna make a starter, try out different things, see what comes of it, and I'll have to keep you guys in the loop. Um, and that's probably like the most recent thing, that I've been into doing. Been reading up on it and everything. Like there actually is a book I have on it. It's like textbook size. It's a recipe book full of different things that you can do with sourdough bread. So I'm pretty excited about that. And just remember this too, that your life does mean something. It does matter. And don't take it for granted. Learn to have fun, learn to have a good time, enjoy yourself. And don't worry if you're not happy all the time. It's okay. It's okay to not be happy all the time. That's when having those moments of silence can do a lot of good for you. Helps ground you. So until the next video, and I'm hoping that I'll be getting another bodywork video out here soon. So stay tuned for that. And if you stayed with me through the entire video, thank you. Please, again, like the video, subscribe. It means a lot to me. Um, and the following that I am getting, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. So take care until the next video.